seems like more and more we're just finding all of this evidence that, that these supposed chemical weapons attack that the Assad regime has perpetrated against his people haven't actually happened, like the, what's been revealed about the OPCW cover-up in Duma of 2018, when the West and its allies in the, corporate media and beyond were, seeing that, Assad, used chlorine gas and, leveled this, disastrous, horrible, all these superlatives, this chemical weapons attack against his people when there was actually no evidence for it. And then now we have from 2013, this is by Aramate at the Gray Zone. Syrian insurgents guilty of Red Line 2013 Sarin chemical attack study finds. A new open source study concludes that the Syrian insurgents carried out the Ghouta sarin chemical attack in August 2013. The explosive findings add to a growing body of public evidence that undermines U.S.-led efforts to blame the Syrian government, which almost led to U.S. military intervention. And again, like OPCW cover-up, them holding water for these lies that the U.S. empire was trying to perpetrate, did lead to military intervention and the U.S. committing more crimes under Trump. Hundreds of people were killed, thousands were wounded when Sarin rocket hit multiple sites in the Syria area of Ghouta on August 21st, 2013. The U.S. and its allies publicly accused the Syrian gov of responsibility. President Obama threatened to bomb Syria and purported retaliation, but Obama ultimately pulled back after reaching an agreement with Russia to destroy Syria's chemical weapons arsenal. Since then, a growing body of public info has raised questions about the U.S.-led claims of Syrian government guilt. New open-source study published by Rootclaim adds to this evidence. Based on their trajectories, the study traces all 7 missile impact locations back to the most likely launch spot, where they all intersected, a small area within insurgent-controlled territory. This location is about 2 kilometers from any impact site, the agreed range calculated by experts for the volcano rockets used in the Ghouta attack. Video footage has previously surfaced of insurgents wearing gas masks, firing volcano rockets, and identifying themselves as members of the insurgent group Laiwa al-Islam. Video matches several features of a small field that is located within that insurgent-controlled area where the study found the rockets were launched from. The same area, the matching field, was also the source of a little reported sarin attack by insurgent on Syrian government forces just days after the Ghouta attack. And then so he interviews these folks, co-authors, Michael Cobbs, Adam Larson, founder Rootclaim. Read the Ghouta study here, and then we'll check out the findings in a second. Now, widely accepted study from MIT professor Ted Postel and ex-UN weapons inspector Richard Lloyd found that the range of the Ghouta rockets was outside of Syrian government-controlled territory, making a launch from that area impossible, meaning the Syrian government didn't have the capabilities to actually launch a rocket attack from the territory that they controlled, hence, which obviously the study makes a whole lot of sense, that their findings said that it was from a rebel-controlled region where these chemical weapons attack was launched, the Sarin attack. Reported in London Review of Books, Seymour Hersh revealed that U.S. intelligence collected evidence pointing to a Syrian insurgent responsibility for a Ghouta attack. Defense Intelligence Agency reported that al-Nusra in Syria maintained a sarin production cell, the most advanced sarin plot since al-Qaeda's pre-9/11 effort. Tests by British military laboratory reporting down had found that the sarin used in Ghouta did not match the kind known to exist in the Syrian government arsenal. So again, nothing's really matching up here to say that the Syrian government had the capability to actually do this. U.S. intelligence officials raised the possibility that al-Nusra in Syria had acquired sarin from Turkey in a bid to frame the Syrian gov and trigger U.S. military intervention. In May, so that same year, right? Al-Nusra members were arrested in Turkey, reportedly carrying at least 2 kilos of sarin. 2 Turkish lawmakers later revealed that a probe into the govs role in providing sarin to insurgents was compromised. So pretty interesting, right? So let's look at their summary of Rootclaim's findings on this, who carried out the chemical attack in Ghouta on April 21st. Since its founding, Rootclaim's 2017 analysis went against the Western consensus, calculating that 85% likelihood the Syrian opposition carried out the attack. Following these discoveries discussed below, this has now been updated to 96%, one over most certain conclusions. Read our updated probabilistic analysis here, including summary of the main claims of each side. Rocket trajectories. First hit the wall. So they're going into the trajectories of the rockets. Originated in Syrian army base. Short, yeah, but then they only have the 2K range. No bases were within that, so it had to be retracted. Jesus, Elliot Higgins and Bellingcat, just a publishing clearinghouse for the fucking CIA, State Department. Absolute hacks. So dispelling Bellingcat's bullshit. Very, very thorough, though. UN misreported this angle. You know, talking about the OPCW cover-up, those people being silenced, impact sites. 7 impact sites produced a map of all trajectories. So all kind of coming from that region, right? Opposition control at the time, right? So apparently this sounds like the evidence pointing to the field where the rockets So then a video of these apparent insurgent groups and gas masks launching the same rockets. Liwa al-Islam, dominant opposition faction in the area at the time, August 21st, announcing it on the day that this happened. So yeah, it seems like that was a credible video of those insurgents firing these chemical rockets with sarin gas on the same day from the same group that was controlling this area in Ghouta. So from the field, this is that field. Boom. There you go. Rootclaim. Michael Kolbs, Chris Caboose, Kabesk, Adam Larson. Good work, folks. Exposing more State Department talking points and propaganda for exactly what they are. Doing the Lord's work. Who carried out the chemical attack? 96% certainty that it was the insurgents who were in that part of controlling that part of Syria at the time. Seems pretty open and shut, right? Like the video if you like the damn video. Subscribe for more content. Peace. All part of the people.